Presenting hard choices with the state facing billions in shortfalls. This will mean cuts to nearly every program, including key departments like education. Joining us now in the Fox 40 studio, Troy Flint with the California School Boards Association. Thank you so much for coming in early with us today. Now, your complaint with what the governor has done so far in terms of his May revise, which we just heard about the details for last Friday, is really looped up with Prop 98. A lot of people are not going to remember how that's supposed to work for education. So please give us your briefest breakdown.
Sure, it's complicated, but I'll try to simplify. Prop 98 was a ballot measure which was passed by voters here in California about 36 years ago to try and stabilize education funding during a time when it was very erratic.
Okay.
And Prop 98 functions to give about 39% of the state budget in most years to TK-14 education. So your TK-12 schools and also your community colleges.
So this funnels into the school funding formula, which we know is also based on attendance.
Right. Prop 98 is a lion's share of funding that goes to your local school.
And given what the governor had to say on Friday about how this may all break down, your association is estimating $8 billion may disappear from the pot of money that normally schools are able to plan on and count on?
So this is where it gets complicated. It's not so much about the $8.8 billion. It's about an unconstitutional precedent which is being set, which would basically disregard the rules that the voters established for Prop 98 and set us up for a future where schools receive tens of billions of less dollars. So the budget actually looks pretty good for this year, but because of an accounting trick of how that money is assigned and categorized, it opens this Pandora's box where you don't have to fund Prop 98 to the minimum limit that the voters approved all those many years ago. Okay,
just to be clear, it's your association's assessment and also the same assessment from the California Teachers Association, because they're talking about Prop 98 implications as well. What you're calling an accounting trick and what you're calling unconstitutional is the fact that some of this money would be reclassified.
Right. I don't want to bore your voters with the technical details, but once you take money that has already been given to schools, no one denies that it was education funding because it was allocated to schools and schools spent it. But after the fact, almost 2 years later, the governor wants to reclassify it as non-education funding. So that lowers the baseline for future years because the way Prop 98 is designed is each successive year builds on the funding of previous years. So if you lower that baseline, that means indefinitely, as far out into the future as you can go, schools will receive less money. Over time, that will be tens of billions of reduced funding for public schools. That's money that kids need.
Now, we know the California Teachers Association, they intend to hold a briefing tomorrow with some of their legal experts about this very issue. Are you joining with them?
We won't be at that briefing, but I think we're of similar mind on this issue. And some viewers may know that we are often at odds with CTA. So the fact that this is one of those politics makes strange bedfellows situations where people who can be on the opposite side of the issue are joined in common cause shows that we have the right side of the argument here.
Why do you think, for people who don't pay attention to politics, maybe not know that there's even a May revise to the budget, what's the core message from your side, your opinion, that you want to get out about why people should be paying attention to what happens specifically to education funding in this budget?
Well, it's a critical time for education. Our schools are still working hard to provide learning recovery for our students as we come out of the pandemic. I know it's been a few years, but this is having a generational impact. Many of the approaches that are used to help support student learning, to help support student mental health, are very expensive. After school, before school programs, smaller class sizes, pulling kids out for interventions, what we call high dose tutoring, a lot of one-on-one sessions. These require a lot of money, a lot of staff, so we need to protect this funding into the future. And beyond just the finances, there's a moral issue here. Voters approve this, so when you undermine Prop 98, you are defying the will of the voter, and you are transgressing against the text of the Constitution, and we can't do that.
All righty, thank you so much for coming in this morning to share your perspective on the May revise. Obviously, lawmakers won't be voting on this until June and making the final deal. We'll see what the Teachers Association has to say tomorrow, but we appreciate your perspective this morning.
Thank you.
The governor has had this to say about his hard choices for this revised budget. Take a listen.
Is this what I want?